To Shave Asparagus Salad with kale, spinach, rye croutons, hazelnuts, blood and navel orange, grapefruit, pomelo, and white balsamic vinaigrette is a springtime favorite, especially when the days get hotter and grill season begins. The pomelo has a much thicker rind than the other citrus fruits, and the best way to remove it is to first cut off the top and the bottom until a bit of pulp is exposed. This will give a visual indication of how thick the rind is. Then cut 4 incisions down the length of the rind just to about where the rind meets the pulp. Then use your thumb to peel off the rind. Be careful not to press too much into the pulp while doing this. Working with one segment at a time, open up the membrane walls to reveal the juicy pulp and remove them by peeling them off. If you can't get through some membrane walls with your hands, use your knife to make a slit. Moving on to the grapefruit, also cut off the top and the bottom until a bit of pulp is exposed. Then cut off the rind in a curved motion until you're left with only the edible portion of the fruit. To remove the first segment, use a small knife to cut a V shape between the membrane walls and pulp to free the segment. For the remaining segments, cut between the wall and the pulp on the side where the first segment has been removed, and use your knife to push the segment off the other wall. This technique will allow you to effectively remove more pulp, leaving behind only the whitish membrane walls. Then rinse and repeat the process with the navel orange and blood orange. To shave the asparagus, hold the woody base and rest the asparagus horizontally on your work surface. Use a potato peeler to peel along the length of the asparagus and rotate as you move along. To add additional texture to the salad, I am making croutons from rye bread, but you can use any bread of your choice. After cutting into thin slices, lay the bread on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and bake in a 180 degrees Celsius or 355 degrees Fahrenheit oven for about 10 to 12 minutes or until crispy. In a mixing bowl large enough to hold all the ingredients of the salad, mix 10 ml of white balsamic vinegar, 15 ml of olive oil, 5 grams of honey, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a dash of salt, and a few cracks of black pepper. For a vegan alternative, replace the honey with maple syrup or leave it out completely. Then in goes the kale, followed by the spinach and shaved asparagus. Give it a quick toss to coat the greens with the dressing. Break the croutons into smaller pieces straight into the bowl, and add the hazelnuts followed by the citrus fruit segments. Give it another quick toss and onto the plate it goes. This salad pairs really well with grilled fish and seafood, or chicken, ribs, or even just by itself. If you like this, then you might want to check out this video next for another easy gourmet recipe that you can cook at home. Till next time folks, cheers!